Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and what I have here today is the all-new facelifted 2025 Kia Carnival. And just look at this. It looks so much better than the pre-facelift model as well. I just literally drove that at the beginning of this year. Check that out on my channel, and as you can see with the differences with the grille itself, this one's more black now and with less chrome with it, but it still carries the tiger nose design language, and the same too with the star map headlights itself. And overall, the face of it and the rear looks like a Sonnet XXL, if that makes any sense. So again, I'd like to thank everyone here at Kia Philippines for the embargo shoot of this all-new Carnival. On the side profile, pretty much the same, but this is probably the best looking wheels I have ever seen. There's a lot of square design patterns here and there, and it just works with this vehicle since now this is a little bit more boxier than usual. The silver trim here still remains. It's a hit or miss for me, but I don't mind it whatsoever. LED repeaters on the side mirrors as well, but this one for the A-pillar is blacked out as well. Powering this all-new Kia Carnival, well, it's pretty much the same. This is a 2.2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 202 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Okay, I know everyone will say, where the other engine options? Well, since Philippines is so dependent on diesel, I wouldn't mind having this powertrain still, because like with the pre-facelift model, this actually packs a punch. We're not sure, by the way, if we will get the hybrid models or even the V6 in the future. I'm not sure that V6 makes sense here in the country, but hey, if that comes, why not? And few more things I've discovered here now with this Carnival. The turbochargers located at the rear. Here now at the rear of the all-new Carnival, again, more drastic changes here. Same too with the star map LED taillights. And notice now the Kia badge is no longer located here. It is now on the tailgate body itself. And the door handle is now hidden. Tailgate button rather is now hidden here. And like with before, you have an electronic tailgate, same cladding here and there. What's special though with the Carnival, this has the deepest, well, I would say underfloor storage because there's no cover in it, but I can literally hide in, oh my god, wow. Nice. That's how deep this underfloor storage is, and you can literally put a full-size umbrella here with ease. You can fit like what, 30, almost 30 of them. And like before with the pre-facelift model, here on the left side, you get extra compartments here. This is one of the most handy features I've ever seen on a minivan. And on the right side, you get a 12-volt socket. And specialty with this Carnival, well, I'll just demo it here on the right side. You can fold this really, really quickly. So just recline this seat forward first, and then pull this one, and then now you have a completely flat floor. And if you want to put the seat back up again, just do this and pull that. Whoops, lock it in place. Easy peasy. So that's about it here the exterior. Let's check now with more changes in the interior. Here in the door card, there's a lot of colors going on, but at least you get soft pads for your elbow. Let's lower down the air conditioning so you can hear me. Now, yes, you can see what I'm doing here in the dashboard. This is one of the biggest talking points of this all-new Carnival. You can switch this touchscreen from your climate controls to your radio functions. You'll be the judge of that. My experience having driven this for a couple of hours here in Vermosa, Ayala, yeah, it's pretty okay. I got used to it pretty quickly. Well, mostly I was just doing the stuff here with the climate control, since you can adjust all of your radio functions here in the infotainment system. And this is the biggest update now here too with this all-new Carnival. You get two 12.3-inch screens, one for your instrument cluster and one for your infotainment system. More on that in a bit. So here on the left side, despite two sadly being the top of the line model, you get two blanks here, but you get one for your electronic stability control, buttons for all of the doors from the sliding doors and up to the tailgate. You can as well turn off the functions if needed here with this separate button as well. Steering wheel, looks like with every other Kia lineup, buttons here for your phone connectivity and volume adjustments on the left side, and on the right side, more for your driving safety and adjustments too for your instrument cluster. And the instrument cluster itself is pretty decent too. It displays all of your important information. The font's pretty big, and you have 4 driving modes too, starting off with Eco, Normal, Sport, and then my favorite, Smart mode. Now here for your 12.3-inch infotainment system, okay, there's a lot you can do. I mean, here starting off as well, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Okay, maybe it's just down to this unit, but for our experience, we find a little bit lag with the music for scrolling through the maps on both devices, by the way. And more stuff you can do here, like for your media. And what I like too with the contacts, it displays nice pictures above them. Of course, I won't show the numbers for obvious reasons, but it's a nice gimmick to have. And like with every other Kia now, that was trending first with the EV6, this has the sounds of nature function, but I left that off for obvious reasons as well. And here too, press this button, you have your 360-degree camera, so you get your front view, rear view mode, and there's dynamic guidelines as well, and your 360 mode. I love this. It's so smooth. The resolution is pretty, actually it's one of the best in terms of this class of minivans. Below the infotainment system, nice material here, even though it's plastic, at least it makes up for it for all of the soft touches here on top of the dashboard. And what only carried in the pre-facelift model, what I can see, is this glove box. You have a halogen light just inside with a decent amount of space, and this is our Vermosa test drive today. As well, special thanks here to Ayala Malls Vermosa, who accommodated all of us in this embargo shoot. And back here in the center, further down, you get two USB-C ports, pretty handy, a wireless charging indicator, and a 12-volt socket. This is one of my favorite 12-volt socket openings I've encountered in any car so far. Pad here for your phone, along too with a wireless charging pad. I wish they were both wireless charging, but that's just me nitpicking. Two cup holders here with grips on them, gear lever, your drive mode button, auto hold, and your electronic parking brake. And then my favorite feature, you have seat, heat, and ventilation functions. Oh, no, let's put it cold because, yeah, it's kind of hot day today. Extra storage over here. Center console box. Oh, yeah, that's a lot actually. And I love the quality here too. It's pretty more premium here than usual. Same here too with the seats. Okay, I'm not sure if the EX are still leather, but from my experience with the pre-facelift model, I know they were still leather. Hopefully that will be a separate video. Above here you have LED lights and then controls for your sunroof, for the front row, more on the second row later on. Visor, you get a vanity mirror with halogen light. And then oh, they don't extend. I know this was supposed to extend. Anyway, oh, we're recording. So yeah, this is the highlight of this Kia Carnival. Whether you're in the driver's seat or here in the second row. Wow, this is such a surreal experience. For this second row, there's a lot of adjustments you can do. Like all of the buttons here on either side. There's even one hold function if needed, but I'll do it manually so you can see everything in demo, from the reclining function and the size support function. And as you can see here, you have two levers, which I like. You still get manual forwards and backwards. You don't have to wait for an eternity if it's an electronic one. But something I never demoed in the pre-facelift model, this other lever moves this side to side. Look at that. So not like I'm rolling up and down side to side like a roller coaster kind of thing, but still, this is such a fancy feature for a minivan. And on the doors, as you can see, you get sun blinds on either side, and on the door cards itself, you get your controls for your window and seat ventilation and heating functions. And what I like too, like as I explained in the pre-facelift model, lock in place there, you can open this and close this in three different ways. So you have buttons here on the B pillar itself. You can do it here on the door handle inside and or outside. So, and then cancel it. And then another button here. Look at that. That's such a fancy feature. Right. So, by the way, for this Carnival models, even the EX, this does not come with a bench seat for obvious reasons, because more of the market of this is tend to be like for the richer side. If I was like a fully fledged F1 driver, I would be sitting here in the second row the whole time and being driven on. However, if there's a time that I want to drive, this will still be very good. Behind both front seats, you get two map pockets on either side, and here in the middle, two cup holders with an extra cubby space for your phone, 12-volt socket, and way further down, you get an extra cubby space. And on either side of the inner layer of the front seats, you get two USB-C ports, and on the right side, you can adjust the front passenger at will if needed, like so. Come on. There you go. Look how, oh my god, It's not stopping. Ah, there you go, my love. So, anyways, we're not done yet here in the interior of this all-new car. This is what I mean by electronic seats. But that's just me nitpicking. And who would do that anyway? From behind? Now here in the third row, and despite having captain seats up front, still pretty accessible to go here in the third row itself. And look at the space. You can literally fit 3 to 5 of my size here in the rear, but best for 3 people only. And look at the space too. I mean, I have enough knee room and the feet room so depending on how generous the second row passengers are. But still, it's not so bad. And headroom, oh, just about that much, but the third row will be best for smaller kids and adults like me. A bit more comfortable. There you go. Adjustable headrest too. Look at that. Looks like the ones that's of Star Wars, the droids. And here on either side, you get a USB port and cup holders and cubby spaces too, which is cool. And you get air conditioning vents up above here on either side, along with an LED light. The only way you can control all of the climate control functions is on the second row. Again, which is located on the right side, which is the same with the pre-facelift model. And I don't remember this too in the pre-facelift model. You get sun blades too on either side. How about that? That's so cool. Now here, gonna drive the all-new Kia Carnival. So starting off in eco mode, and of course, yeah, like the pre-facelift model, you can skid the stairs easily, even with the electronic stability control program on. I noticed when you try to turn it off, well, it says here off, but it says they're control limited. So in a way, it is still on. And probably when you go out of control, it will automatically turn itself back on. Of course, we leave it on here for obvious reasons because we're not in a racetrack anyways. But even though, just driving it here around Vermosa, like with the previous pre-facelift model, it drives more like that of a crossover than a minivan itself. The handling is actually one of the best ones I've ever encountered. And like what I mentioned in my pre-facelift review, this handles even way better than its twin for obvious reasons, since this one is a less boxier design. And I would say it's an overstretched crossover, well, if it makes sense, like a Sonnet XXL. Sorry, shout out to my friend Timothy, he's the one who actually made that joke in the first place. And driving this around, even get corner cameras once you indicate left or right, which is pretty handy. And then again with the driving mode, so here now with normal, a bit better response time. And what I like too, I've not heard this too in the previous facelift model, you can actually hear a bit of turbo whistle, which is sounds actually pretty fun here. How about that? So it sounds a little bit more sportier than usual. And of course, once you put it into a sport mode, look at the response time. Much faster. Woo! And here, going now to a corner. This is another favorite of mine. Yes, body lean is present, but it doesn't translate that much here into the cabin. And call me crazy, it's one of the best handling minivans around. Actually, this is how good this car is. So it makes me wonder on how the other powertrains will fare if and only Kia Philippines will bring them here in the Philippines. But I do not mind this 2.2 liter power unit since this is already a proven engine and NVH test. So I'll just go a bit faster. Like here, 60 kilometers per hour. You can hear people using leaf blowers and not much tire noise translating in here into the cabin. I would love to give this a high-speed test soon, but that will be for a future land out, hopefully. And if you can hear, that was the lane departure warning doing its thing, and it will actually keep you back in lane if needed only. So remember, these are all of the safety features of this Kia Carnival. So it has kind of like the adaptive cruise control system. I would love to give that a try very, very soon. Sadly, there are no paddle shifters, but this is not intended to be a race car anyways. However, though, there is a manual mode for this Carnival. So here, remember, this is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Yeah, the response time, the power output, the deliveries, really, really good. This is actually surprising so much fun to drive. It gives a lot more pep than usual. And let's not forget the acclaimed handling of this Grand Carnival. And two, I forgot why my bum was freezing. We have the seat ventilations, of course. And yeah, what else to talk about with this Carnival? Oh yeah, too. It's the same fuel economy like before. So like in the city driving, we were doing around 8.4 kilometers per liter. I'm already almost reaching to that point. But yet again, if we have a long-term test, I can give proper fuel economy reading. So another first year riding the all-new Carnival, well, Carnival in general, here in the second row itself. So I forgot to highlight this, guys. Get armrest on either side. Look like a Gundam now. Kidding aside, yeah, it's so comfortable to sit here in the back. This is another highlight of this car. Wherever you sit behind the wheel or here in the second row, I'll be happy to sit literally anywhere. And it's such a comfortable experience. Yes, this all-new Carnival, the same case too like with the pre-facelift model, it's a little bit more sportier than usual, which again, for me, is a good thing. However, if you just want to dial it down a bit, I see no better minivan, to be honest. And here over humps, actually they're really tall. Yeah, goes to them with ease, even though you can feel a little bit of stiffness to the suspensions, but the dampening is pretty good. It settles down quite quickly. And here, NVH test again. Again, another sunroof here for the second row. And a lot of light coming in. There's no better minivan. If I were only, well, if I was 60 or retiring, or when I'm retired from racing, if I ever find a driver, I think I will happily get a Kia Carnival, because if you want to go there as quickly as possible or on time and while being comfortable as being demoed, this car does the job. So yeah, that concludes my review of this all-new facelifted 2025 Kia Carnival SX, top of the line. So for the cost of all of this, we do not have the exact prices at the time of this shoot. However, it will cost around 3.1 million pesos, which is exactly the same like with the pre-facelift model. It's got everything I need. Example, the creature comforts, the tech, the blind spot, even though the blind spot detection, even though this is a very long and wide car, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both whom are which wireless, 360-degree camera, and very, very cold air conditioning. Yeah, this is such a steal, and highly check this out once they appear in showrooms very soon. So again, I would like to thank everyone here at Kia Philippines for the embargo shoot of this all-new Kia Carnival, and to John Jeremiah C behind the wheel, who assisted me here too in the shoot. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews and more Kia and probably more embargo shoots. Bye-bye.